G, how about Emoni Bates?
How
about Emoni Bates, sir?
Listen, clap it up. Listen, you see I have my Cavs garb on today. Listen, man, imagine people telling me this dude is going to be in the G League. Imagine people saying he might not even, listen, Jason Lloyd, I don't know. This might be your second worst one. You swung and missed on DeJuan Jones, and now Emoni Bates is out here bulling. The fact of the matter is, now I told you when Summer League started, dude, well, what is he good at? I'm like, this guy's an elite shot maker. He shoots it with effortlessly.
He shoot it with conviction. That's what he does.
And confidence. And guess what? I didn't have to say anything. His head coach had to say it. I didn't say nothing. Steve, take tag board, fool. I know you got the quote up there.
Lizzie's directing now. He's cocky now, boy. Hey, can you put up DTR's preseason stats too? Wow. Take DTR's preseason full, please.
Yeah, listen.
He says JB said something about he'll be rookie of the year.
Let's just call it what it is.
Preseason.
Who were they playing yesterday?
Here you go.
Here. Bickerstaff, real quick, while we're pulling it up, Bickerstaff said, we're fortunate that Emoni is here, and I think he's fortunate to be here because the pairing works. He also said he has a chance to be in the Rookie of the Year conversation had he been drafted in the lottery.
But not here.
Well, Rookie of the Year conversation would mean this season in Cleveland.
No. If he wasn't drafted here, he has the possibility of being in the Rookie of the Year conversation.
No, he said if he was a lottery pick, meaning that he would play more, he would be a starter.
Right. But if
I agree with Jay.
If we don't be drunk.
Your grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. So,
and I like to write.
And I do want to point. Wow. I do want to point this one thing out.
Here it goes.
He was playing not an NBA team yesterday, not the Israeli national team. He was playing against a team from Israel. Not like an all-star team. It's just a team. And you have to look at the level of competition.
I watched them do the same thing against the Atlanta Hawks.
I'm about to say.
Like, I watched them do, after that, I watched them do the same thing. Who did they play the second game? Orlando Magic. He pulls up. He makes big shots. He comes in. He's ready to shoot. And by the way, he's playing, every game he plays more and more under control. There's some times where in the preseason, he would have jacked that shot up. Now he's reversing and skipping the ball.
He got to polish his game. He got to get more to his game. But if you're talking about a spark plug, like a J.R. Smith just come in and just pull, like he's perfect.
So you have him as a contributor this year?
Yeah, he's going to contribute this year.
Can I get back to you with that?
Oh, no. Come on, Kool-Aid.
Well, how much longer do we have to wait?
You got it.
I can't wait until the sixth game when he hasn't seen the floor yet and have you say
I gotta look at the roster. Give me a second.
Listen, here's
let me give me a second.
Here's where Emoni Bates can help you. Emoni Bates is not scared of the moment. There's a lot of cats, and people talk about Dean Wade. I know people like Dean Wade. Dean Wade came up short last year. He got spooked. I don't understand. I'm still trying to figure out what Jason's talking about, that Dean Wade was going to get his opportunity to play, but when Kevin Love left, he went in the tank. How's that possible? That's like saying Jay Crawford left the show. That means everybody else should be shooting. Everybody else wants to be the lead chair. How do you go in the tank and Jay left the show? How does that work?
When you say contributor, what do you mean?
I mean contributor. I mean, you know what I mean.
Like every game?
A guy that they rely on a regular basis. Not, it's garbage time, we're up or down 20.
So like in the regular rotation.
See, he doesn't have to be on the A or B line, but I need him to be on that B line on a regular,
I will say this time, but he's not right now.
Even
he's
if
not
it's
in the rotation.
I'll see that right now.
Right now he's not in the rotation.
I don't see there's room for that right now.
Right now he's not in the rotation. Like,
but
if you watch, he's been creeping. You might,
I had a dude tell me that in 2 years, you watch, they're going to get rid of Max Strus and they're going to have Emoni Bates be that guy.
Okay. Well, that
2 years.
That's a succession plan. That's not this year. That's get into the system.
I said, I don't.
Listen, I believe that he will be a regular contributor for the Cleveland Cavaliers, just not this year.
So when you say, so here's the thing. I will say this, McNuggets. You look at the lineup and you start counting on your hand. He's not in the rotation now because Right. So if you give the core four, I hate that name. The core four, I hate it.
But it works. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Everybody know who I'm talking about right there. So then you got Strus. That's 5 right there. You got Niang. That's 6 right there. The guy that's coming off the bench first is Karis LeVert. That's 7 right there.
Right.
The backup point guard is
Ty Jerome's gonna
Ty
play.
Jerome.
Yeah.
That's 8. Now you get down to, all right, so we got
Could
8.
he be a situational shooter? Where,
Yeah.
like in timeout situations, and you're going to put the extra shooter on the floor for the offensive possession?
Yeah. Like, that's 8. I think, so then they got the other dude. Who's the guy is filling in for,
I mean, you got to count Okoro. He's going to play. For better or worse, he's going to
Isaac
get
Okoro's 9, and the guy that they start in place of Jarrett Allen right now.
Dean Wade and Damian Jones is 10-11.
So that's 10-11. So that would mean he would be the 12th dude off the bench.
And that's not a regular.
And that's not a regular.
No.
That's not a regular. So here's the thing. Here's what would have to happen. He would have to literally take Isaac Okoro's and Dean Wade's minutes. So that would mean he would have to shoot the ball better than Dean Wade, who shot it well in the preseason. And he would have to upgrade his defense to a point where he's not a liability on the defensive end, because that's what Okoro's coming in.
That's what scares me.
Exactly what
So
that's why I asked, could you use him in those situations where for offensive possessions only, you throw him out there as a shooter?
Yeah.
Because he can snipe.
Yeah, he can shoot.
He needs reps, though, and if you leave him as the situational shooter as the 12th guy,
I know, you're right.
He needs minutes is
So
the issue with his
what
development.
happens is whenever there's a blowout either way, like a
playing.
20-point, throw him out there and let's see what we have.